going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking to throw, it's Albert. Buying some time. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Ducks!
What a play by the defense, coming out early in the game on the very first drive and setting the tone. Not just forcing a 3-and-out, not just forcing a punt. How about creating a turnover and taking it to the house? Pick 6.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking to throw on first down. On the move to his left. On the run, fires downfield. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they took the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the grab. It's Singleton. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the...
Makes the grab past the marker. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Allen. Under fire. On the move to the right, looking for a big one. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Just keeps slinging it. Dances away to buy time. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
And as an offense, you've got such a special talent playing QB. You've got to do a better job protecting him. If you can let this guy set his feet, he can light this defense up.
They booted away on 4th down. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Unleashes one. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And when you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that name? Joey Harrington.
And the defense, Abe got him at the 27.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half.
Breaks into the open. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
On the defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Moore to the air. Makes the catch. It's Moore. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Oregon! A great catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He brought that thing out of the end zone with the idea of making a play, but he didn't even get back to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined, run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, you already throw a pick six, now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of positives to point to.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Fires on the move. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter.
How about this? A fake. Extending the play. The throw. And he grabs it. Got to get to the marker. And the tackle is made, but that fake worked to perfection to pick up the first down. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Looking for a man. It's Aller. Got the quick pass.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Leaves it with the running back. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. They'll try to get the first through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Pena. The change will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Nittany Lions didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left and wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
Grab behind the line. It's Singleton. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. The Nittany Lions had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. He's going for the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State!
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Moore will throw. Complete to the left. There he goes. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. And the Ducks have pushed it inside the 20. To the air on first down. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
That's a decision the quarterback would love to have back. Down here in this area of the field in the red zone, these windows, they close so quickly. Everything just has to be done a little bit faster. You've got to be so much more precise, and as a result of being late on the throw, they turn it over in the red zone.
He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And the Nittany Lions took those plain headgears, got their blocks, and picked up the first down.
Yeah, and those headgears are a staple, aren't they, of college football? I know exactly what you're talking about, those beautiful helmets. They don't change very much, very traditional. Penn State keeps it simple. Being traditional, running the football.
Oh, they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Looking to fire. Blasted as he lets it go. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And the Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Allard. Oh, he makes the catch. Turning on the jet. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got a man, it's Moore. At the 45 on his way. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
Well, this quarterback, I think, has earned the right to take shots here late in the first half. They've had a lot of success. They've got the lead. They're not going to play it safe. He's going to make good decisions, and when he has opportunities to throw strikes, he's going to hit those throws.
Tight end now in motion. Running to the left. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. That's reeled in. It's Moore. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Offense changing the play. Moore to the air. Finds his big tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown Ducks! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And right down the middle. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Wants to go up top on first down. Quick completion on the out route. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Line getting set on second down. Wants to go up top. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Bought a little time, lets it go. That's caught. It's Singleton. And tackled there by the defense. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Takes it from the gun on third down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Dropping back, it's Aller. Unloads it downfield. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. The Nittany Lions will boot it away to start the second half. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, but a really good job of blocking by the return team. He's out to the 44. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
What?
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Takes it the other way. its own hands.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. This is really aggressive here. Still just a one-possession game in the third quarter, and they're going for the onside kick. And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Takes it inside the 25. Chance for great field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
With the catch, it's Moore. Oh, he's got some space. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. And the Ducks are in the hurry-up.
That's a really nice looking throw. And when I think about the Ducks offense, I think about explosive plays, right? In the running game, but also in the passing game. I feel like if this team is going to win the conference, they need this guy here to be able to make throws like that on a consistent basis. But I'll tell you, he really gives them a chance. He makes this offense go.
Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Moore will throw. Catch in the middle. It's Bryant. At the 35, he's loose. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted.
And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just turning it on. And they'll bring him down after the long completion and explosive pass play for this offense.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here, taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed. He locates the ball, makes a catch, and that play gives this offense so much confidence.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Allen. Quickly complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Nittany Lions racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw again. Starting to feel a little pressure. Bought a little time, lets it go. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit, and when they get hurried, and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Another incompletion on third down.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
It is true as he puts 3 on the board. That'll pull them back to within 6.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
Whew, that's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Might be changing the route. Second down, he'll throw it. Finds his man. It's Moore. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Great timing there in the curl route by the QB. Gets it out early against zone coverage. Because he gets it to his receiver so quick, he's able to turn it up and get the first down.
Moore to the air. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. That's caught. It's Moore. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. The Ducks look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Hughes. At the 20, he's got space. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ducks! This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon as trigger men, not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Singleton. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
To the air. It's Aller. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight...
Oh, and out of space. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the fourth quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. He'll take it himself. He has kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? Having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play.
Touchdown, Nittany Lions! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And the extra point is good. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Great starting point, takes it inside his own 25. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
The short hands, it's Moore. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Moore will throw. Keeps looking downfield. Got it behind the line. It's Bryant. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were
time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that sack.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Now it's up to the defense to put this game on ice with a few minutes left to play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Finds his man. It's Pena. Breaks into the open. The 30. Running inside the 20. And he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Penn State!
And it's decision time now because you score the touchdown, you're down one late. Do you want to just kick the extra point and tie it up, hope for overtime? Or do you go for two? Do you get aggressive? Do you trust your quarterback if he has to throw it here to find an open player and give you the lead, even though there is still going to be some time left on the clock?
We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the fourth quarter and about to kick it away. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And they tried to sneak the run in there, but immediately you got to call a timeout here. You got to stop the clock. Then you can get organized, go to the sidelines, still have one left after that. You realize you got to get points, but now you get to get your quarterback over here and get in his ear.
Racing to the right. Inside the 30. He's at the 10.
Execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score's tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air. It's Allen. The throw to the outside is complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Caught close to the marker, it's Pena. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Pena. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
And even though his team is trailing, this guy has stepped up time and time again for his offense. Already over 100 yards, and now comes up with a massive play in a 2-minute situation.
Grabbed over the middle, it's Pena. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Pena. Timeout called by the offense, 24 seconds left on the clock.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play?
Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
And they'll go for 2 to try to win it right here, and this crowd is deafening, trying to will the stop. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. A gutsy call to go for the deuce to try to win the game right here. Looking to throw, it's Allen. He makes the grab. The 2-point try is good, and they take the lead. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. He's taking the deep shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the fourth quarter, you've got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Here's a throw downfield late.